I'm going to tell you how I lost $5,000 in 3 months from a huge mistake that I made. It's not that I made a bad investment. It was because thinking that I needed to do something, I needed to pass something along to someone else, and it was the wrong decision. And so today we're going to talk about it so that you can avoid the same mistake that I made. So welcome back to the show. Today we are talking about how I basically lost $5,000 and how you could be doing the exact same thing as you're building your online business. And I want to keep you from doing that. So I have been building an online business since 2016. I have built my Facebook account, my Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube. I have basically built everything from scratch on my own, my strategies and all that. And for 2026, I want to be able to grow my business even more. I want to focus more on being the CEO, and I want to be in the content, but I don't want to be responsible for the strategy. I just don't want to be responsible for everything. I've been trying to hire a social media manager for some years, but in 2025, I actually hired a social media manager. I hired a couple social media managers, and my intention was, okay, hire a social media manager that's a great strategist, pass everything over to them. And that's exactly what I did. The person that I hired seemed to be really good at coming up with strategies, but I made a huge mistake. A couple of them. One, I started to have my social media manager scheduling my content from Meta Business Suite. They would log into Facebook and they would schedule my content for Facebook, for Instagram, and they would go to TikTok and they would schedule my content for TikTok. And over the course of the last 3 months, I have lost probably 100 or 200 followers on Instagram. I've lost 3,000 followers on TikTok. My views went down to like 100 or 200, sometimes 300 views, and nothing was moving. No sales, no lead generation, no nothing. And I was like, oh no. And I'm trying to focus on the business. I can't focus on the content. And it took me a couple of months before I really started to go, all right, there's something wrong here. And one of the things that I realized was that I was the main strategist, the one who was responsible for what we have done so far. And I couldn't just completely relinquish everything to someone else and expect them to know and understand my strategy of what works for me, what works in my audience. And I made that huge mistake. But in addition to that, I didn't really realize how unsafe that Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok found my account to be as someone was logging in from their computer, from their devices, posting. What does that mean? So I live in Houston, Texas, and I normally post from my phone or from my computer or what have you to all of my accounts. And for the last 10 years, that is what I've done. What I've learned is that the social media platforms, they're very sensitive. And when people start to post different things on your account from different places, they start to deem your account as unsafe. So they don't want your content reaching thousands and thousands of people, going viral if someone has basically hacked into your system. So what started to happen was my Facebook and Instagram and TikTok started to become just content suppressed, just not moving at all because my person was posting from a different country for the last 2.5 months. We lost so much money in 2.5 months. And we're trying to get my account at this point today back to where it was in terms of safety and the social media platforms saying, okay, she's safe again or whatever. A nightmare. So then I started learning about how some people have this remote thing where they have a computer in their houses and a person is able to remotely log in from that computer and they're able to schedule content from that particular computer. So I decided to get that. So you can't see it, but on the left side of me, I have a computer there and my social media team is able to log in there, post, engage, and all that over there. But the damage has been done. And so now I'm in this phase where I'm like, okay, I have to get back to being the one who's actually posting the content. They can engage from that computer, but I have to be the one that's posting and scheduling the content. And I have this strategy where when I feel shadow banned, I put out content, super good content. And then I find the platform says, okay, you're released. And so right now we're in this phase of trying to get released again. And so I wanted to give you some of the lessons and mistakes that I made. So first mistake that I made is that I was so busy building my social media accounts that I never created a standard operation procedure for my social media. I never created a strategy. I never created something to where if someone came into the company and started working for me, I never told them how to do it. I never told them how people respond to my content or the best types of content. I never did that. And so when people came onto my company, the recent ones and all the ones in the past, they're trying to emulate all of what I've done and I don't have a system for them. So if you're not creating a system for your your social media and you're watching things do well and you want to replace yourself with somebody else, you've got to start creating a system. You've got to start documenting what you do, how you do what you do, how you think, and what's working, because otherwise you'll be looking for this person to make everything turn around for you, and they just can't do it because they don't know you, they don't know your system or what has happened, okay? So that was the first thing. Second mistake is letting people schedule content from a different device because the social media platforms don't like it. If I'm logged into this IP address, they want content being posted from this IP address. So if you're gonna have somebody posting for you, highly recommend using something like WireGuard or a desktop jumpstart on a different computer that you're not using every single day, and it lets people log into that computer, post, engage, and all that over there, all the things. Third thing is that make sure that you're having a regular meeting with your social media team, because even though you're going to teach them your strategies, their natural tendency is going to be to fall back to what they know, not to fall forward with what they're learning from you. And so you've got to have these regular strategy meetings with your team. Like, you got to set aside time where you're like, okay, we are going to focus on this today, and it's teaching and implementing, because I wasn't doing that. I just said, I've got other things I've got to do, and I wanted to give it to them. Huge mistake, lost lots of money. I said 5,000, but I lost lots and lots and lots of money as a result of this. And it's because I didn't have certain things in place as it pertains to my team. And then the final thing is that just not analyzing what's working and what's not working. I should have been looking to see, how are we doing week 1? How are we doing week 2? How are people responding to our content? Are we gaining followers? Are we losing followers? Are people watching the content, or are they falling off? I wasn't looking at the analytics because I was dependent upon them to be looking at the analytics, and they weren't doing that. And so I said, okay, I've got to have that system in place. So you've got to have that in place. So if you hire somebody, you've got to have the requirements of every single week. You look at the analytics and you tell me what performed well and not so well, what hooks going good, what's not going good. You can see the opt-ins, the leads, the sales, and all that from what the person's efforts on social media, because if you do not, you will be expecting the farm and then you'll get a crumb because no one is analyzing certain things. No one's really paying attention to what's working. Now, I'm just telling you, and I'm throwing myself on the knife because I made this mistake. I don't feel like you have to make this mistake because I'm basically giving you all the game in order for you to not have to deal with this. But also, if you are someone and you're saying to yourself, wow, this was very beneficial, but I'm also trying to learn how to be able to market myself on social media, how to grow my online business, then I want to invite you to my community. It is called the Viral Visibility Method. And basically, this is a 12-week experience where I'm going to be coaching you every single day live with the community in the Viral Visibility Method. Because what I recognize is that you are creating content online and it's either not making you any money, or it's not growing your email list, or it's just not growing your following, and you're asking yourself, what is it I'm doing wrong? And you want to do it better. So I created a 12-week experience where what's going to happen is that the first week you're going to actually have a one-on-one call with me for half an hour, and we're going to walk through what you're doing and come up with a strategy. Then every single week we're going to open up a module and we'll all watch it together and we'll engage together. You'll do exercises in the community. I'll be reviewing your content, giving you tips and tricks about your content along with my social media team. Every single week we will jump on a live call and deep dive even more into that particular module. And then of course in that call we'll have exercises for you to do as well. And we'll do that for 8 straight weeks. But then we have a whole 12 weeks. So we'll always have 12 live group calls where we'll talk about each module, deep dive, and help you deal with anything that you're frustrating with, anything that's not happening, looking at content that's performing well or not so well for 12 straight weeks. And then at the end, you'll get a final 30-minute one-on-one call with me where we will look at your entire strategy and then may help you to be able to scale what you're doing online. And so the Viral Visibility Method is open now. It closes in a few days. And so if you're saying to yourself, you want the help with this, you are ready to invest, you're ready to do the work, then I want to invite you to the Viral Visibility Method. You can go to viralvisibilitymethod.com or go to the link in the description, and I would love to have you. So if you're here and you're enjoying this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.